Hello critics, this is RatedT.S.M, and this is the first video in my, 5 to 10 part mini-series on college. It is currently Wednesday night. That's why yeah. Got my pajamas on again, but yeah, last night was Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. But as for my first video, it's going to be about roommates. And I'm not going to mention any of my roommates' actual names. I'm just going to use characters from 3 different shows because I've had 3 different roommate experiences. My first one was at Ithaca College in Ithaca, New York. I was sent by Minds Matter to this college summer program for free since they send low-income students to summer programs for free. That was my first one after my sophomore year, my second one after my junior year, blah, blah, blah. The girl who went with me said that, hey, we should be roommates. So her name is Katara. And I decided, okay, yeah. As in Katara from The Last Airbender, that is. That's what I'm going to call her. So she said that, okay, since we're not going to know anybody there, we might as well be roommates and whatnot. And I thought, okay, that's a great idea since we won't know anybody and we'll at least have somebody and we'll know where each other is and whatnot. Okay, now that wasn't good because we actually knew each other and we were on friendly terms. And we didn't actually ask anything about each other's living habits. We just decided, okay, let's do that. But obviously we probably didn't know any better. I mean, she, as far as I know, she goes to community college now. But, so she doesn't have to worry about a roommate. But, yeah, we didn't know each other. Also, she would think about how she was getting homesick. So now, that was one issue for me. She was complaining about how homesick she was. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not homesick. I'm pretty happy to be away and enjoying this program. Then there was the fact that while we had the same levels of cleanliness, my bed was always made. Her bed was a mess. My dresser was a mess. Her dresser was fine. The floor was clean. She would blast music so loudly that it would hurt my ears and I had to leave the room, and I just could not deal with that. I complained. Maybe I didn't do it in a good enough way, but she was thinking, oh, maybe I should move out the room. And then she ended up not moving, but we were not on good terms at the end of the program necessarily. We weren't necessarily on hugely bad terms, but she left me in the airport. When I was trying to figure out how to get out of the airport, she just left me stranded in Villa International, which is a pretty sad airport to be stranded in. So, okay, I didn't know where I was going, I didn't know what I was doing, but I had to figure it out on my own because she just left me. So, Tara and I, yeah, we're not friends, and I do not recommend being roommates with people who are your friends or who are on at least friendly terms with, that you know before the program, unless you're going to pick people who you know how they live with. Like, I'm going to be roommates with Mirror TV next semester because we actually discussed what we expect of each other in terms of roommates. So that was that. My second roommate was Bulma, my first semester of college. So I had 2 different roommates my freshman year and first year of college. Bulma was the better one. Bulma I picked through, we picked each other through RoomSync. And there were some issues with my name because I had my pseudonym on Facebook because I didn't want people to know my real name. So then I had to explain to her, yeah, this is my real name, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay, So there was that whole little mess. But then, even though I wasn't exactly what she wanted someone else who was a music education major. She wanted someone who also maybe did band or did band. I did neither of those things. I'm a history major and I didn't do band. But we had pretty similar living habits. And there were certain things that I did that she didn't like. There were certain things that she did and I didn't like. But in the end, and we didn't really take each other's issues that we had too seriously, which we should have. But in the end, she ended up moving out. Not necessarily because we were on bad terms. She decided, oh, let me go move in with my friend. And I figured, okay, that's fine. Like, if you need any help moving out, I'll help you. And she said, yeah, I'll be fine. So we left, and we can still say hi to each other when we see each other and whatnot. And after that, I was thinking, yeah, I'd probably get a whole room to myself. That was not the case. I got the worst roommate that I could have personally asked for. Her name is, and by Bulma, you guys don't know, Bulma is from the Dragon Ball series. This girl is Sakura from the Naruto series, and I hate Sakura. She's my least favorite character of all time of any show I've ever watched. Nobody I dislike more than Sakura. And Sakura, okay, as a person, she wasn't that bad. I feel as though we could have been friends if we didn't end up being roommates. Because she, as a person, was, like, there were things that we liked, there were things that, we disliked, ways we connected. But neither of my roommates in college got flu shots. Not only did they not get flu shots, Bulma didn't get sick, but Sakura did get sick pretty much all the time. And admit it, she has a pretty crappy immune system. Left disgusting tissues just sitting around on the floor. Every weekend I came back to school, I found a new tissue in some place on the floor. Then she left food that was just expired and rotting pretty much in my mini fridge, which we were sharing until I decided, no, this is ridiculous. Because I found guac in there, or guacamole. For those of you who don't know, guacamole is made with avocados. Avocados ripen very quickly, and it was so brown that there was no way to make that stuff green again. So I threw away all of that, plus her expired milk. Yes, milk can last probably maybe 1 to 2 weeks after the sell-by date, but that stuff had been sitting around probably close to 1.5 months. So, nope, everything had to go in the trash. And she kind of partly expected me to pay for that. I was not going to pay for expired food. It was way past the sell date. It should have been eaten weeks ago. And it was lots of expired dairy products and stuff that just should not be sitting around. So I just decided, you know what, I'm done. And we were supposed to be roommates next year, but I didn't even tell her that I was going to try to be roommates with somebody else because I couldn't deal with her anymore. And then I decided, Mirror TV said, hey, you should come live with me on South Campus, basically. I went in, had my whole room situation changed, and now I'm going to be living on South Campus with Mirror TV because I actually, yes, we are friends, but I know what to expect from her. So, basically, here's the thing. Here are my tips. Like I said, do not pick your friends unless you know how your friends live, because it could be good and bad. It'll ruin your friendships if you can't live together. But as for picking people that you don't know, if you know they have pretty compatible living habits as you, that is probably your best option, because there's no love loss if you don't end up liking each other. Like, between Bulma and I, there's no love loss. And we don't necessarily dislike each other or necessarily love each other, but we can, say hi to each other, at the end of the day. And as for Sakura and I, yeah, we did like each other's personalities, but there's no love loss anymore. There's definitely love lost because we kind of liked each other's personalities. Just the fact that we can't live together. And I'm pretty sure her mother did not raise her to do some of the things that she did, which is pretty shameful on her part. So, yes, those are my tips for roommates. Those are my experience with roommates. Like I said, random selection, I've only heard bad things in random selection. So don't necessarily expect it to be good, and don't be upset if it doesn't work out. But don't expect that you're going to be best friends with someone that you do select, or still friends with your friend. So that's all I've got for this video, and I might film another video after this. So bye, critics.